everyone, and welcome to the Bougie Sports Podcast. I'm Yvette, your host, and as always, I am so happy that you're here. I cannot believe we are in week 5 of the NFL season already, and still Mark Andrews has not shown up for work. I mean, can you guys tell him that he should have reported 5 weeks ago, because my fantasy football team has yet to see him come in. Anyways, you know who else hasn't come in? Any of the Browns team. But whatever. We don't care about that. We could care less. It's just about football. It's only football. Nobody cares. It's not a big deal. All right. If you haven't already, please subscribe to me on YouTube. Actually, I'm so excited since I've been doing these and begging you guys, please subscribe to me on YouTube. People have been. So I think I got a few more subscribers, and that is so awesome. I don't care if I get 1 subscriber in a week. That is amazing. I'm always just happy that anybody watches this. So I wish I knew if you guys liked what's going on, because nobody gives me any feedback. So I'm kind of just doing these shows and just hoping for the best, and I don't know. Kind of again, going into every Sunday, watching the Cleveland Browns, just hoping for the best. And okay, again, we're not talking about them. And we're not giving them that much attention, because it's really not that big a deal. We don't even care, that they lost to the Raiders. I mean, who cares, right? I mean, they didn't have Devontae Adams. Maxx Crosby didn't come in either, but I mean, it didn't really matter. I mean, they're not that good anyways, Devontae Adams and Maxx Crosby, so it's not that big. It made that big of a difference. Browns lost when half of Cleveland went to Las Vegas to watch him, but who cares? It's, not a big deal that they were so completely disrespectful to the fans who spent so much money to travel there and to support them. But like I said, okay, so this week I stayed at home again, making it the 3rd straight week that I watched the games at home. It was really fun. It wasn't. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. It was I thought, when you think it can't get any worse, one of those things, this isn't happening. But it's happening, and my toxic relationship with the Browns it's like a real toxic relationship. I don't want to talk about them. Today, I was like, should I not talk about the Browns? I'm not talking about the Browns. And then all I do is talk about the Browns, But, yeah, it was really sad. I thought we should take a moment of silence for all the fans of the NFL that are not having the greatest season so far. Let's take a moment. All right, let's talk about what happened around the league this week. Starting off with the Cowboys-Giants game, where I couldn't care less because both of them beat the Browns. Who cares? But anyways, the Cowboys did end up beating the Giants, which, who cares? The Cincinnati Bengals got their first win this week against the Panthers, so yay for them. I'm happy to see all the other AFC North teams winning.
Jamar Chase looked really good, so that's good for fantasy purposes. The Atlanta Falcons beat the Saints 26-24 by a awesome field goal. Atlanta Falcons not looking that good, huh? Well, I guess Kyle Pitts is actually the Pitts. Sucks. I thought this was going to be the Kyle Pitts season. I don't think there's going to be a Kyle Pitts season. I just think maybe Kyle Pitts isn't happening. Maybe he's just not good. The Houston Texans, led by CJ Stroud, beat the very, very horrible Jacksonville Jaguars. And what's even worse is that is the only team that the Browns beat. So what I could say as far as that game, Nico Collins is a monster. So if you have Nico Collins, you are very happy right now. And yeah, I think if you have anyone on Houston Texans offense, you're pretty happy. That's probably one of the only teams that pretty much lived up to what the hype. Oh, some really, really good news and like fun news. The Broncos beat the Jets. Like, that was bad. That was a bad game for Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Isn't it so funny, like, how quickly things change from one week to the next? As far as a fantasy football perspective, I still think Aaron Rodgers is going to be good. Garrett Wilson, however, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen with him and if he's going to explode. He's another person that we've all been waiting to see just like absolutely explode, and we haven't seen it. So I still have faith in him. It's like you don't want to drop him or anything like that. I mean, it's even crazy to think about, but I mean, I said it, so I mean, I guess I'm thinking about it, right? Okay, so Sam Darnold wins again, and I have Sam Darnold in a lot of my fantasy football leagues. I don't know why. I just did feel like he was going to be good this year. With everyone, Justin Jefferson and that offense, they're looking really, really, really good. So you're happy right now if you did not let the fact that Sam Darnold was going to be the quarterback this year make you hesitant on Justin Jefferson. And because they are the duo right now that is, I told you so. And more good news, the Steelers finally lost. Living here rent free. It was nice to see that it is true they're not that great. They have an amazing defense, and they lost to the Colts. I mean, yeah. And the Colts, I don't know, with Anthony Richardson, what to do. He did get injured in that game. Joe Flacco comes in and kills it. But I think they're not expecting Anthony Richardson to be gone for long. So you're definitely still holding on to Anthony Richardson in fantasy, and if you had him, I hope you did try to grab Joe Flacco to get you over this hump for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or who knows. They said the same thing about CMC. Maybe they lie. I mean, I don't believe that anyone lies, but. And the Bears win over the Rams. Caleb Williams gets another W under his belt. He's still not that great. He's still he's not Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels right now is the guy. I think Caleb Williams is the guy we're waiting to see if he's going to be the guy. And which I think is really funny too, is that in last week's pod, I said that the Chicago running game was horrible and that DeAndre Swift sucked. And this week, DeAndre Swift was freaking awesome. So, you're welcome, Chicago. In the fantasy football, let's see, what's the fantasy football take on that game? The Chicago running game's absolutely horrible. DeAndre Swift sucks. Baker Mayfield's continuing to kill it, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won this week over the Eagles, which I just had a feeling again that the Eagles were going to suck this year. I don't know. I wish I talked about it more because I usually just talk about the stuff that doesn't happen and not about the stuff that I get right in my head. But I don't know. Like, they're just not looking that great right now. We'll see what happens. 49ers beat the Patriots. No big surprise. I really don't feel like talking about that game. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know. Next. Okay, what about the stud of all studs, Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders? Dang. I did say that I thought he was going to be good. It was between him or the other one, Caleb. I'm happy for Terry McLaurin. I'm glad to see him, getting his chance to show what he can do. And it's really exciting watching the Washington Commanders. I'm rooting for them. It's just they're likable, and maybe that'll be my second favorite team. Can I just do that, or is that called? That's front running, isn't it? Because of Jayden Daniels. Shit, I should have did it last year. All right, so Chiefs, Chargers. Chiefs end up coming up victorious. Rashee Rice injured. That sucks. He was really on his way. Yeah, I have a lot of Rashee Rice in my fantasy leagues. So what that means is maybe more for Travis Kelce. So if you have Travis Kelce, that's a good thing. And I don't have any Travis Kelce in any of my leagues. Yeah. That tight end position really sucks. I did drop Mark Andrews, by the way. And let's talk about that game. The Ravens beat the Bills. So there they go again, showing that they are contenders in the AFC North. Can't even lie. They beat the Bills, and we can't even beat the Raiders. Devontae Adamless Raiders. Osbulous Raiders. But, oh wait, forgot. Who cares? On to the next week. On to when we play Jayden Daniels, who I was just talking about. Yeah. What else? Oh, the Miami Dolphins suck without Tua. So, dang, poor Tua. They're probably going to rush him back, even though he should not go back. Well, hey, what do I know? I don't know. I mean, all I know is as a mom, I wouldn't let him go. If he was my kid, I'd be like, no, you are done. But anyways, and then I guess the last game, I think we talked about it enough. So I'd say the Browns lost. We'll add that one too. Awesome. So yeah, that was so fun. It really sucks, being a loser or having a team that, sucks so bad when you're like waiting all season for them to be good. And here we are again. But, it's just, I think that there is still a lot of season left. And I mean, any given Sunday, and if anybody can do crazy things and make crazy things happen, it's the Browns, Think of all the stuff that's happened in the past that we didn't think we'd get past, and we did. So, I don't know. Let's try to stay positive, I guess. I felt bad for being so negative. I really do, because I don't want to be negative. I like being positive, but it's just, everybody has a breaking point, Everybody has a breaking point. But we do have to remind ourselves that there's so many things more important in life, and you can always just watch Ohio State, and yeah. Or if you're like me, have amazing fantasy football teams that win every week. It's like, they don't even win every week. Fantasy football sucks. We all know that, right? We all know fantasy football sucks. really bad, and that there are no right answers, and that nobody really knows anything. I mean, you could do the best you can, but there's this thing called luck that plays, and that thing sucks because you're like really messing things up for me. All right. But I did take on too many fantasy football leagues, but that's me making excuses. Next man up mentality, Yvette. Next man up mentality. All right. You know what I've been watching? That's what I want to talk about. Things that I've been watching. I've been watching the McMahon documentary on Netflix, and it's really interesting. You know, I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but I am a fan of documentaries, and I'm a fan of history. And like, to me, this is like history and learning, so I find it really, really fascinating and cool. You know, they talk about like back in the Hulk Hogan days and all that. So I'm halfway into that. I watched the Menendez brothers things. Yeah, that was weird. But and then I watched Love on the Run too. Oh, I sound like a really big loser. Oh, I have to also say that I watched the whole season of Nobody Wants This. Yeah, and that was like all this week. Wow, that really makes me sound like a loser. How do you have time to do all that? I don't know. On Friday, I went on a wine tour in Northeastern Ohio with a lot of my best girlfriends, and we had fun per usual. And I just wanted to share some of the pictures from our trip. Okay, back in popular demand by me. This week's themes I thought were funny when I was high, but might not be funny today.
Building was a little bit different with Tom in there. Obviously, playing wise, Tom was different. He had everybody dialed in, high-strung environment, so I think everybody was pretty stressed out. So
I thought stressful was not having Super Bowl rings. So there was a mindset of a champion that I took to work every day. This wasn't daycare. If I wanted to have fun, I was going to go to Disneyland with my kids.
I don't think he did it. But you know what? Even if he did do it, you know what I mean?
Still not. Apologies, everyone. It just, if you bear with me, Mondays, right? Yeah, it's. Oh, there we go. All right. Morning, everybody. Looking forward to potentially being able to lock this one up this week. Now, we met with them last week, and they said that they were excited about the potential of our two brands.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Surprised to see me here? Well, I am too.
How about that ride in? I guess that's why they call it Sin City.
Over the past few months and not being with a team, I haven't had the opportunity to express my thoughts at a moment's notice. So now I'm changing that.
You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack.
I tried to join Snapface, but I couldn't find it.
But when my sister brought Doug home, I knew he was one of my own. And my wolf pack, it grew by one.
So here I am. Hello, Instaface. See you soon.
So tonight, I make a toast.
What do you got there?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, you guys, good morning. Today is my official first day as a top paid UPS driver, man.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no.
A bit.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been trying to do these every week. As always, please subscribe to me on YouTube. You can also follow me on social media at Bougie Sports, on Facebook, on Instagram at _bougie_sports_Yvette, and on X at Yvette M. LeBoy. You can also follow the Real Squad Pod. And I'll be back this week with Heather for our college football special. We're going to start to do those weekly as well. So lots going on. So thank you guys so much again. And check out bougiesports.net and keep it classy and